Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So still doing some clearing up of the plot for the new season, and decided today to do the blackberries. It's taken me a while to actually get round to them, basically because those dark nights got in, and I've not been able to come down after work really. I've got floodlights and things, but they're not really conducive to kind of doing intricate work, cutting out the branches that you want from especially blackberries, and being able to tie the new ones in properly. So I've managed to come down. Clocks have just gone back, so it's given me an extra hour at least to do something. Still got plenty to do down here, but the blackberries hopefully will be one thing less to do. Let me show you kind of what I've done in the pumpkin patch and just give you an idea as to what's going on. Right. Okay, 2 bags of weeds there basically to go down the tip. Buying weed in there and mare's tail, so I don't want to put it on the compost. Nothing from the Tamarillo this year. Again, I'm going to try and overwinter them, get them into the either into the jalapeno house or get them into the polytunnels or something like that, just to try and give them a bit of protection from the frost. Maybe wrap them up again and see what happens. But yeah, a little bit disappointing again this year that I didn't get any fruit off them, but let's see if I can keep them alive over winter. Still got a few hanging baskets kicking around. I might just leave the hanging baskets, I think, not outside. I'll probably move them inside just to see if I can actually keep them going. But yeah, these absolutely gorgeous little sweet pea tomatoes this year have been amazing. Little bursts of flavour in your mouth, and they're still giving fruit. Still really good. The nipple plant. So that's why it's called a nipple plant. Weird looking things, aren't they? But I grew this just to see if I could really. It's one of those plants that it's part of the solanum family, the same as the tomatoes and potatoes and all of those sort of things. But it's a different one. It's one that people will not grow really, and it's usually because you can't actually eat the fruit. So why the hell did I grow it? I keep asking myself that, but I'm not sure what to do with this now. Again, I might try and overwinter it and just see how big it gets next year. Be interesting. But the fruit, I wonder if I can take the fruit off and just see what they look like. But weird looking things. Yeah. Oh well, right, so let's get to what we were doing. Right, so the blackberries, I've cut the old canes out. So everything that fruited this year, I've cut that out already. And I've got all of these absolutely gorgeous canes that are coming through now that I need to tie back into the structure for next year. Absolutely amazing growth every single year on this. These absolutely gorgeous vines that come off are absolutely going to be hopefully laden with fruit again, and we can get some really decent blackberries off it again. The other thing I'm going to try and do this year is put a couple of I don't know, kind of circular egg kind of things. I don't know what it's called, layering or something like that. Just to try and see if I can actually get some plants kind of rooted, so I can actually put them down the end where the grapes are, which the grapes are actually trying to grow back again, and I don't really want that to happen. So what I want to do is get some roots on the end of the plant like that, which I can then pot up into some pots, get them growing up, and plant them where the grapes are for next year. Probably not going to get any fruit off them, but yeah, that's what I want to try and do. Try and do some layering on maybe one of the vines here, just to see if I can actually get some kind of roots growing halfway along the branch. I'm also going to try and put some of the cut-offs that I've cut off into pots as well, just see if they root. The thing about blackberries is blackberries, bramble, they always want to grow, and they often grow where you don't want them to. But these are thornless. They are massive fruit. They're huge, like this sort of size, and it'd be great to have them down the other end of the plot as well. Kind of blackberries at either end. They are absolutely fantastic to eat. Right, I'm going to set the camera up on the tripod, and I'll tie in the rest of these, and then we can show you kind of what I'm doing with the layering. Hopefully I can do it okay. I probably won't do it completely as you're supposed to, because I don't really have a razor blade or anything like that down here, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, wow, okay, put my cup of coffee down there. Right, so we've got all of these absolutely amazing looking branches which we're going to be tying in. Oh, look at that, I've got another root on the end of that one. So this is where the branches, where the vines touch the floor, they will root basically. So I'm going to plant that one up and see if I can actually get that one growing as a plant. But the first thing we need to do is tie them in. So we need to find the one that's probably furthest away, which I think is probably this one. So what we'll do is we've got another one there. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll actually put that one in about halfway down here. Plastic cable ties, but they are by far the best thing to actually keep these secure. I've tried jute string before now, and unfortunately they always end up kind of getting wet, and the end of the vine ends up falling off the structure. Maybe I'm not tying it properly, but there you go. But right, okay, so we'll tie it nicely and secure into the structure. And I think I've got a pair of scissors here, so we'll chop the let's try and use the scissors instead of the secateurs. So we'll chop the excess bits of the cable ties off. Okay, again we'll pass along to here. Crikey, quite a long one. This is the one with the plant growing on the end, so we'll do something with that as well. Okay, and just one there as well. I'm going to try and give a bit of space between the canes this year, just to try and give them a little bit of that ability to kind of breathe, and space for the fruit to grow as well. Okay, right, so the next one is this one here, so we'll put that one there. Oh, fingers and thumbs today, because it's gone a bit cold, so hands are cold. Right, okay, and one there. Okay, this one's gone to floor as well, so I should have some roots on this somewhere. I think I've just left the actual rooted bit in the ground, but we can probably sort that one out. Right, so this one will go high because it's coming from further away. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. So cable ties. Starting to rain a bit as well. Story of my life whenever you start doing something. Okay. It's nice and secure. Okay. Okay, I think that one is not going to come to anything, so we'll take that one out. Okay. Right. So this one here will grow along the top. And so we'll tie it into the upright there as well. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Right, over here. We'll tie that one into the upright, because that probably will continue to grow. Okay, this one here, crikey. Okay, and then this one is growing inside, and that one's quite a long one as well. So we'll come inside the structure and tie the rest in, I think. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this last cane here, but I'm going to try something a little bit different using these little things I got from Temu. So these are kind of things that you put around the branch, fill them with compost, pull them around the branch, and then wherever this is touching, it's supposed to grow roots. And having that kind of darkness is supposed to spur the plant into putting those roots down. Use a couple of cable ties for keeping it together. Hopefully this will work. And we'll use it on this plant here. Got some nice thick stems potentially that we can put this around, and we'll see what happens. I'm not going to actually tie this one in. I'm just going to actually put this around various sections of the cane and just see if I can get some roots. If I can, then I'll be able to get some more plants. That'd be really good. Right, so let's give this a go. This is new to me, so we'll see what happens. Right, so just again using some compost that I've got from the this is the potato compost. It'd be kind of funny growing, if I've left a potato in this lot, it's going to be really weird having a potato growing halfway up the plant, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to put it around kind of the branch here, and we will get this nicely cable tied up, and it's going to look weird I think, but if it works, we'll try it again next year, make some more plants. I know people really like this particular blackberry because it's thornless, and the actual things on it are really massive. Okay, so there's one. Let me just see if I can just remove some of these extra branches here. I might even try rooting those as well. Just see if we can actually plant a few. Okay, there's one there. Let's put another one here. These are going to look weird. I think I might tie it into the structure once I've actually got them sorted, but we'll try 3 on this one, and if it works, it works. If it don't, I ain't lost anything really. And just 1 cane's worth of fruit. Okay, plenty there. So there we go, nice and secure. Okay, and 1 more. And these were only about, I think they were something like £1.50 for 10. So again, reusable. There's 2. Not sure whether I'll be able to get another one there. Let's just try 2 for now, and I'll tie this into the structure over here for now, just so that we can see what happens. Weird looking things. I need a longer one. I use red because it's easier to dispose of, easier to see. And I'm going to let this trail to the floor and see if it actually roots on the floor as well. So I'm going to put it into the ground there. Okay, so we've got, let me show you. So it looks like, ignore the jellyfish. So it looks like there's 2 there. Hopefully they'll take, and we'll have some more plants that we can plant up. So the idea is it grows roots, and then you kind of, where it's rooted, you chop that bit off, and then you actually put that in the ground as a plant. Right. Okay, so I'm going to plant the other bits that I've cut off and see if I can get anything from those as well. You never know. Propagation for brambles is usually quite easy, but we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully the next video will be the live warthog chili tasting, which will be Thursday night next week. I think it's the 28th, or is Friday 31st? Could be Friday 31st, Halloween. So it's probably the 30th of October. So yeah, the warthog live, it's be about 8:30 in the evening. I will advertise it. I'll put a post out on my YouTube channel and things like that, and we'll advertise it. I'm not looking forward to it, but we'll see how that goes. Right, thank you very much for watching me do this. I've got the Tay berries and the Logan berries to do as well, much the same way. I'm going to try and put something in place so that next year the canes all grow vertically up something, so that I can just literally cut the old ones out and tie in the new ones quite easily. Problem with Tay berries is just they're lethal, absolutely full of thorns. and yeah, it's difficult to kind of keep them under control because they'll just literally grow over any space. And it's those new canes that you need to tie in for next year's fruit, so you really need to kind of get a handle of them. Right, we'll see you on the next video then, guys, so all the best, take care, bye bye.